Hi, my name is Riley Green, and today I will be doing a fourth grade math symmetry lesson plan, and I will be covering the exploration part of my lesson plan. For the specific part of the lesson, the students will need small hand mirrors like this or other ones that you can get at the Dollar Tree, cutout shapes, which they would look like this, but they would be cut out, and then pencils. And this lesson plan covers the TEKS 111.66b. Okay, class. For our next activity, we're going to use a mirror to check figures for symmetry. Now, raise your hand if you like looking at yourself in the mirror. Me too. Mirrors are so fun, and they are a very helpful hands-on tool in determining if shapes have symmetry. Now, what is symmetry again? Right. Symmetry is when a shape can be divided down the middle and both sides look the exact same. That's a great description and definition. I'm so proud of you. Now, this is how you're going to do the activity. So here's my star, okay? Now there's also a star on the board, so you can look at either. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hold up the mirror down the middle. Okay, hold on, let's see if you can see it good. Okay, so directly down the middle. Now, we're going to slowly remove the mirror. Now, does the side match? Hold on, let me tilt it perfectly. Now, does this look like a full-size star? It does. That's because when you divide it right down the middle, like this, it's equal on both sides. It's perfectly equal on both sides. Now, do we think that's symmetrical? Yes, because it matches what's behind the mirror if we were to lift it up. Great job. Now, the right half seems to match the left half, but if the two halves were to fold, would they match? Yes, they would match. And that means that they're symmetrical. So that's how we can tell. If it matches by holding up the mirror, it makes the full shape. And if you could fold it down the middle and it's equal on both sides, that's how we can tell. Now, we can also check for symmetry on this shape by holding the mirror in different points. So if we held the mirror like this, it would also look like a full and complete star. That may mean that if you folded it like this, there would be another line of symmetry. Now, we can determine by using the mirror and dividing it down the half that there are 5 lines of symmetry on this star if you hold the mirror in different directions, okay? Now, for this activity, you're going to have to draw the lines, like on the PowerPoint right here, draw the lines of symmetry where they're at and label them with numbers, okay? Now, for this activity, you're going to work with this mirror and your shoulder partner to determine if there's symmetry in the shapes that are in the bag, okay? You should have for sure a square, a triangle, a heart, and a rectangle. There may be some other ones in there, okay? Now, make sure to use your pencil to draw the lines of symmetry, okay? So like, I'm going to draw my line of symmetry. So there would be a line of symmetry. That's one line, okay? Now, remember that there may be multiple lines of symmetry. So we can use our mirror to turn it and figure it out. Now, we should also remember to think about ideas such as equal sides, similar shapes, and how we can evenly fold, okay? Now, does anybody have any questions? Okay, work on the activity. Y'all did a great job at using your mirror and folding your shapes. Now, does anybody have any questions about symmetry? That was a great question to ask. Some shapes don't have symmetry at all. That means that there aren't equal sides. An example, let me draw an example of a shape that doesn't have equal symmetry. This shape would not have equal symmetry because when you fold it, it's not equal on both sides. So some shapes don't have symmetry, and that's okay. Now, I have a few questions to ask you. Do we think that there's symmetry in nature? Yes, there can be symmetry in nature. Some flowers are perfectly symmetrical, and if we were to fold them, they would match on both sides. Now, there are a bunch of other examples in nature, so I want you to be thinking about that using your thinking brains and thinking about other things in nature that may have symmetry and other ways that we can find symmetry besides using a mirror or folding. Thank you for watching my lesson plan over my exploration portion of my lesson.